This video shows how to register a new user with ID Manager. There are two forms that can be used to register a new user, a short form and a long form. This is the short form. This is the form that you would probably want a help desk person to use to create a new user ID request. This form has only a few fields available, so there aren't so many fields that it might overwhelm a help desk person, and there isn't much that they can do to create an incorrect request. This is the long form. When a short form is submitted, it automatically turns into a long form. The long form might also be used if an IBM Notes administrator was submitting a new user ID request. Whichever form is used, the process is similar. You simply select the user ID profile to use. The user ID profile is a document that contains predefined values that tell ID Manager things like what certifier to use, what mail server to use, what a short name and internet address should look like, and many other things. After selecting the user ID profile, you simply enter a first, middle, and last name and press the Save and Close button, and you're done. This request was created in an approved state, but requests can also be initially set to a new state where someone will need to approve the request before it will be processed. Whether the initial status is new or approved is controlled by the user ID profile document. Normally, ID Manager would register a user when the request is saved and closed, but for this demo, I'm going to press the Register User Now button. Many of the buttons that are visible here would not be visible for a help desk user. For example, the Approve, Deny, and Hold buttons and the Register User Now button would usually not be available. Whether or not a button is available is controlled by the ID Manager administrator by assigning roles. If a user had the new ID Approver role assigned, they would be able to see the Approve, Deny, and Hold buttons. If a user had the new ID Creator role assigned, they would be able to see the Register User Now button. Registration for this user is complete. Let's take a look at a few things. This is the user's person document. This is the user's ID in the Domino ID Vault database. This is the ID Manager ID Vault document. Please keep in mind that this is a secure database that most users will not have access to. This is the user's mail file. Here you can see that the owner field in the calendar profile document has been set. Here you can see that the signature field in the calendar profile document has been set. This is controlled by a mail file signature document in ID Manager and can be configured by ID Manager administrators. This is the ID Manager log document. This serves as an audit trail and can be examined to see what happened during user registration. This can be helpful in determining what happened if there were any problems with the new user registration. For more information on registering new users with ID Manager, please see the ID Manager documentation database.